I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. It is Tuesday, so I'm here again to critique one of your original paintings or drawings. If you have an original painting or drawing that you would like to submit for critique, head over to my website, lachri.com/critiques. That link is below in the video description and you can submit your work there. Today's critique comes from another anonymous artist. She has painted this on an 8x10 canvas. Landscapes can be so difficult to blend smoothly with acrylic paint. You've done a really good job here. The shape of your mountains are beautifully done. They look very natural. I've only got a few tips for you to improve on this piece even more. My first tip is for your sky. To get the sky blended very smoothly like you have in your reference photo, you're gonna wanna do this wet into wet, which means you wanna keep all the colors wet in the entire sky the entire time you are painting it, and then blend it out with a mop brush to smooth out any brush strokes. Now this can be a little bit difficult in acrylic, I totally understand this, but on an 8x10 canvas, you should be able to do this even without the aid of an airbrush. But if you're having trouble with that and the paint is drying faster than you paint, you can get a cheap hobby kit airbrush, just a single action. You don't need the full setup, just to keep misting your canvas to keep it wet so you have that time to blend, which will give you a much smoother look. Next, you've got your sun slightly off-centered from the glow around it. For this, you really want to make sure that that sun is centered. Moving on to the hills themselves, the shapes are beautifully done, but I would adjust the coloring here. The mountain that is furthest in the background, directly under the sun, that should be a lot lighter. Right now, it's dark enough that you're actually losing some of the depth in your landscape. And in landscapes, that depth is really important. So by lightening up that back hill, it will make a huge, huge difference for you. My next tip is for actually photographing your finished work. You want to make sure that the camera is straight on even with the canvas so that you don't distort or skew anything. On a landscape, it's not as big of a deal, but if you were to paint a person or an animal, when your canvas is not centered with your camera, it does really skew the subject. Now, when you take photos of work that have so many dark colors in it, I know firsthand, it is so hard to avoid that glare. First, never take photographs of your artwork with the flash. That flash is going to create way too much glare because it's coming at the canvas straight on. Ideally, you want to have lighting that is coming at a 45-degree angle from the side of the painting with the camera angling straight on. And the easiest way I found to do this is to use natural sunlight, but indirect sunlight. You don't want direct sunlight hitting it because that can create even more glare. So what I do, I have a south-facing window and I put the canvas so that the canvas is up against the east wall and that light is coming in at an angle, and that helps me avoid some of the glare. But you're gonna need to test this out in several rooms in your home or even maybe outdoors in indirect sunlight. You've got to find the right location to help you avoid that glare. And the time of day can make a big difference. I find overcast days to be a little bit better for getting that nice indirect sunlight that's more even and doesn't have as much glare. But you'll have to play around with a few different locations and light settings to get just the right shot for your painting. This is a very beautiful painting. You've done a great job. Definitely keep up the good work. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings or drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, social media tips for artists each Thursday, and artist vlogs every Saturday. So if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Google+, all those social media sites. The links are below in the video description where you can keep up with news, my newest work, and see real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on. I'll see you guys tomorrow.